Hello my friends, my name is Mutassim Awaida. I work with the Marian pilgrims from Ireland and I've been working with them for 13 years. Marian pilgrimage decided to do something very nice to our pilgrimage. Since you cannot come to the Holy Land and see the birth of Jesus, we decided to bring Bethlehem to you back home there to celebrate the Christmas. I am now standing in the manger square and exactly behind me is the lovely Christmas tree with the manger done in a very nice way, as you can see. And we are going to show you the place where Jesus was born as well, and the area over here. So this video will be contained of 3 parts, and this would be the first part, and we will have another 2 parts that will follow. Just to show you the manger square. That's the manger square. That's 3 pilgrimage, but I believe they work in the country, that's why they have a permit to come in. And this is the tree over here. It's a magnificent tree, very nice tree. And the Star of Bethlehem. And from outside I can show you the Church of the Nativity. Behind the trees over there, behind the lovely Christmas tree and the 2 trees, ficus trees on the sides, you can see part of the church. This will be part 1 of this video, and we'll have another 2 parts. We will be sharing it in a minute. Hi guys, it's me again, and this is part 2, and we are showing you the church from outside. This is the Church of Nativity. As we know, the Church of Nativity was built by Queen Helena in 330 AD, and sadly it was destroyed in 519 at the time of the Samaritan revolt. The Samaritans revolted against the Byzantine Empire and they burned down the church. Then Justinian came in 560 and decided to rebuild the church, and he built this lovely church. And if you look at this magnificent gate of the church, you would see, by the way, 3 gates. 2 of them are sealed and the small one is open. The top one that looks like a column, that is the base of the Queen Helena, Roman period, let's say the Byzantine period, sorry. The arch one, which is above the small door, is the Crusader period, and the small one that comes from the Turkish period, where they decided to make it small so people, when they go into the church, they bend down, give respect to the church, and go into the church. Now we're gonna go in and bend our head, otherwise you will hit your head with this big stone and it feels bad. Oops, we are in. Sorry. Look at this, that's magnificent. This is, I think, she's a Russian tourist coming in. But this is the church. This is the Crusaders Church, by the way. We can see pillars because the Crusaders, as well, when they came here in 1099, they rebuilt the church, and the church became very important for them. Over here, they decided that kings, when they want to set a king, they have to celebrate it in Bethlehem, not in Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is the place of crucifixion, while Bethlehem is the place of birth. So they celebrate setting a king, and King Baldwin, of course, was set as the king of Jerusalem in Bethlehem. In this church they celebrated. But you can see above, that is a magnificent mosaic done by the Crusaders. They revealed it just 4 years ago. It is on both sides, as you can see. Out of that, I'm going to show you the lovely mosaic that was at the time of Queen Helena. This was the floor of the church. All the changes you see today, the pillars, was done by the Crusaders. And that is the, let's say, the altar for the Greek Orthodox Church. This side is for the Greek Orthodox. We have the other side, the Catholic side, which is St. Catherine Church. So this would be video number 2, part 2, and we will be continuing. And now, as you can see, we start part 3. We are inside, beside the Greek Orthodox Chapel, heading down to the manger where Jesus was born. Now we're going to go down the stairs and see where Jesus was born. But before, let me show you something very nice over here. This is Our Lady, Mary, and you can see something very special about Mary. Look at her. Mary is smiling because this is the place birth of Jesus. So she's smiling because she got birth of Jesus. But if you go to Jerusalem, the same painting, you would see Mary sad, because over there we have the crucifixion. That's the difference. Over here, a smile on Mary's face, and Jesus' face we can see, baby Jesus. And in Jerusalem we will see sadness a little bit, sadly. Now we're going to go down the stairs and to see the place of birth of Jesus. Here we're going down the steps, and that's the cave. This is the place where Jesus was born. It's such a gift, my friends, to show you this lovely place. Sadly, you cannot come due to the COVID-19, but over here, this is the manger, by the way. This is where Jesus was wrapped with cloth, and when the shepherds came from the shepherd field, they saw him in this place. This is the manger. This is not the point where he was born. After he was born, he was set here. This is where Jesus was born. Look at this place. This is the Star of Bethlehem. And this is where Jesus was born, my friends. Isn't that great? Wow. I wish you all here to celebrate with us tomorrow, the midnight mass. But I'm sure you have us in your hearts. We have you in our hearts. A Marian pilgrimage. Welcome you all, my friends, to visit the Holy Land, perhaps next year when it's open. So like we said, in Marian pilgrimage, we decided to bring Bethlehem back to you, home there. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hello, my friends, again. I decided to make another part for you. And this is where we left the manger, coming out to the Armenian Chapel, because we know the church is divided between Greek Orthodox, Armenian Orthodox, and Catholics. So this is the Armenian side, as you can see it. That's the Armenian Chapel. That's the Orthodox Chapel over here. And now we're going to go to the Catholic side and look at St. Catherine Church, where tomorrow the midnight mass will take place. The celebration of the midnight mass will take place in St. Catherine Church, and we call it St. Catherine, referring to St. Catherine of Alexandria. And that is St. Catherine Church. Sadly, the church is closed now due to the preparation of tomorrow, but I can put the mobile in and take a small picture for you. I hope it won't fall down. That's the Catholic side of the church, St. Catherine Church. And from here we go out, and I want to show you something very special. That's the stairs that takes you down to a special room for Saint Jerome. Saint Jerome was in the 4th century, and he was one who translated the Bible from Greek to Latin. This is his room down there. He stayed there 40 years translating the Bible from Greek to Latin. Saint Jerome, or Saint Hieromanus. This is the opening of St. Catherine Church, the garden, as we can see, and that's Saint Jerome. And you can see a book with him, writing and translating the Bible from Greek to Latin. I see 3 French girls. I think they are volunteers in one of the churches here. That's how they came in. And that's the name of the church, St. Catherine. Remember, she's St. Catherine of Alexandria. When the Crusaders came, they kept the same name, and we kept the same name at the present church, St. Catherine Church. Tomorrow the celebration will be here. Of course, VIP people will go into the church, and those who are lucky. But outside, thousands and thousands of people will be celebrating the midnight mass. Wish you again Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Bethlehem, the Holy Land, and from Marian pilgrimage. God bless.